The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, of course, we're kicking into the July 4th holiday. Let's make it a great one and a safe one, folks. Market-wise, what we have out here, you get the Dow up 50, you get the Nasdaq up 26, S&Ps are up 8, gold contracts up $19.50, you got silver up 81 cents, platinum's up 25 bucks, you get the 10-year note up 6 ticks, the 30-year bond up 1.26, and both of those are giving it up pretty fast and furious, folks, after this test of the last Friday high. I had just done the update at 10 o'clock, and in both cases, they were almost a point higher. So that's going to be an intriguing day, and coming into the holiday weekend, it's pretty wild. What's going on, guys?
What's going on? Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy 4th of July weekend, man.
That's right. It's an extra special Friday, for sure.
It is. And, you know, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner on the top or the side, bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can see how these contracts trade. And I was going to say that, you know, coming into the July 4th weekend, I wasn't expecting, you know, much volatility. But between the time I did the update and now, we get big volatility in the bond market, folks. So it looks like you're going to get volatility for the first couple hours in this market, man. It's that.
Yeah, it just keeps coming, right? One way or the other, it does.
So check this out. You know, so folks, what the bonds just did. Now this makes sense, but it's really a bit unusual when you do it this quick. So the bonds this morning, they were testing the highs of last Friday, right? Well, we just went from 133.23 to 133.06. Now, in the 10-year, that's a big move. That's on the 30-year what we just did, and you know, and you can't expect that you were going to get higher volume than last week. On the 30-year, from the time I was just doing the update, we just went from 175 to 174.09. Okay, so it looks like, you know, they're going to fail out here. You know, bottom line is it's for a Friday before the July 4th holiday. It's pretty wild, man. No doubt.
Special circumstances. We were talking about that yesterday, right? Where it's like this is not your normal Friday before July 4th.
It's not. It's not.
Just keep that in mind, no matter what. You know, I think we're just saying.
Yeah, there's going to be. You know, the movement is that's pretty violent. You know,
everything just keeps coming out of Europe and Britain.
Yeah.
So with that prime minister candidate resigning and everything else, that knocked
Boris,
the market around yesterday. Yeah, he was supposed to be the guy leading him through it. Now he's like, I can't deal with your parliament, so I'm out.
And that's just more disarray, basically. That now it's even more uncertainty, right?
The best, one of the best parts I thought is that I listened to the speech by the May, by the woman, and this is great, folks. Okay, so now it's going to be they're both in Parliament already. It's going to be this woman May and this other guy Grove really going against each other. But this is like the best thing about a politician. She's probably the ultimate. No, seriously. I mean, because
that's quite a way to start a statement. You know what
it was? It was. She said this with such a straight face. Now she was for Britain staying, not leaving, right? And now she comes out and she's saying, no, we're going to leave, we're going to do this. And I'm looking, I'm saying to myself, this is amazing, man. It's just amazing, like, just flip, just like that. And saying, no second chances, no nothing. And she's one of the leading candidates, you know. Well, let's put it this way. That's what the news is today.
Well, she's just a person representing the people, Tom.
Yeah, that's right. That was a speech. You must have heard it. No, that's right. Exactly. She said the people spoke, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do that, you know.
Amazing. I just was able to figure out exactly what she was going to say without even knowing to be there.
Yeah. And so, you know, that's what you're going to see rocking the markets for quite a while, folks. You know.
Yeah, lots to come for sure.
There is lots to come. And, you know, what it is, and you know, Darrell loves trading these currencies inside the Nadex platform, folks.
Oh, yeah.
And that is what's going to, it's just not those types of speeches, but it's the currencies that rock these markets, and I think will continue to rock these markets. You know what I mean? So,
especially if you want to choose one of the more volatile pairings, right?
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
yen
for
pairing,
sure.
pound yen pairings. Aussie dollar was pretty nice today. It actually just came out the one deviation, but bonds, definitely where it's at. We just bounced off 3 deviations, like you're talking about. It's a huge move.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, and I love trading bonds, but, you know, I saw this morning when it was up and over, and I says, you know what, this is, and I talk about this a lot, folks, that if you're a bull, what you don't want to see on a slow day is go to highs. You know, it's deviant, but you don't want to see it. You want to see it back off in light volume. You don't want to see higher prices with low volume, because it's like, okay, man, everyone's marking it up, and it's going to be toast, you know, so.
Yeah, it flew up like basically out of the London session.
It flew up out of nowhere, too. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And then pretty much went flat and just edging on down at the moment now.
Gave it back in about 2 seconds, you know.
Yeah.
So the Aussie dollar. So when you trade the Aussie dollar, are you trading that against the what?
Against the dollar.
Just the dollar. Okay, that's my point.
Yeah, Aussie dollar against the U.S. dollar.
Okay, cool. Okay. So
it had a nice clean move last night, and, you know, I mean, along with a lot of other things. And but, you know, so a lot of the pairs went shopping over the evening, and so it's a nice one that, you know, is moving and kept moving, and it's been a good
well, if you want to
trade.
get a good education over the weekend, folks, okay, you know, bottom line is that pull up the Nadex platform, sitting at the beach, have some fun. You guys stay right there. We're coming right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And so check this out, guys, okay? Now, folks, I'm a gold bull, okay? But guess what? What's going to happen out here, man, this is crazy. So they hit the bond market first. They're hitting the gold market. This is going to be wild watching this thing shake out. So gold, and we'll bring up the Nadex platform in 1 second here. What you're going to see is that we have 1344. Now, I'm going to bring this closer so you can see how this shakes out. And this is always dangerous in a market. As I just said, you're going higher, the volume's going to be lighter. So we hit the high out here with 4,700 contracts. Well, just when we went on break, they just hit it down with 7,400. So the real kick is going to be this. This leg here brightened to 1337. If we get under like even just 35, okay, what more than likely you're going to see is that this thing can really get some juice on the way down, which is really going to be wild, man, because that's about the most deviant thing that can happen out here. It seems, on a Friday going into the 4th, do you know what I mean? And it makes sense fundamentally, because what happens is that if you go over to the bonds, and the bonds are going to give it up, that's the free money, right? They hit the free money first. And then you can go for the gold market. This is going to be wild watching this thing shake out, man. Let's go to Tom in Tampa. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
How you doing, man?
Tom?
Happy 4th.
All right. Hey, happy 4th to you, man.
Hey, we got Stamkos for 8 years, Tom.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man.
What happened, folks, is that Steven Stamkos, who's an amazing hockey player, is going to, he just signed up for 8 additional years at Tampa. So we got some really good action going.
He'd been injured a little bit. His goals per game, I think he's only second right now to Alexander Ovechkin. I mean, he's that good. He's right. He could, he's arguably one of the best players in the game. So that was an awesome deal.
What's amazing about him is that, like, when he hits the puck, it's like his hands are so fast, dude. Like, how does it even happen, right? Do you know what I mean?
Like in any sport, there's just some guys that are just in a different level, right? You know, and it's so cool to watch them and whatever.
He's a smart player too. I mean, one thing about it, man, this new owner wants to win.
Yeah, exactly. That's the first thing. That's where I went too, Tom. Yeah. Yeah. That was quite a commitment, man, which was just great.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Tom, yesterday, I don't know, it was about mid-afternoon, I shorted Colgate CL. Just want to get your take on that.
Let's take a look. CL. Okay, so I see. This is okay. So 73.20. Man, we're right at 73.19. Let me pull this back a bit. So this thing had the juice. What had happened yesterday out here, folks, is that as soon as Mondelez went after Hershey, you had all these consumer companies go up really well. So what you want out here today, Tom, is a close under 72.72. You're at 73.20. 72. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get that out here today. That's what you'd like to see, though. It's fair, and because what I'm doing there, Tom, is I have that on a weekly.
Right.
And that's the number, man. Because if you close over that, you can still go higher, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
Cooking, brother.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, man.
Get 4th, man. Be careful.
Yeah, have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
I found your gold spreads here.
Yeah, let's bring these up. Okay, here. So I'm looking at. We'll pull your screen up here. Okay, so let me pull the platform up.
Obviously not yet, but when you're ready there.
Yeah, no, I'm pulling it up right now.
Looking at 130. There is one at 12 o'clock, but I mean it's only 3 ticks difference, and premium and all that
Okay.
and risk. So it's like, might as well just go with the one that gives you an extra hour and a half.
Yeah, for sure.
So same risk, it's a $5 difference in risk, but you get another hour and a half for your trade. And it's a good, obviously a very good risk reward ratio. You're risking $32 at current, probably about 40 by the time it gets to where you're looking.
Yep.
To make 368.
Okay, so tell me which one you're looking at.
I'm looking at the 130, 1300 to 1340. The daily 1300 to 1340.
It's interesting. I get 13 out of 1350. One second. What am I doing wrong here?
The 130 expirations.
Okay. Gold. Daily.
Are you?
That's still what? I get 13 out of 1350. What am I doing?
Just click on the 8 to 130 ones.
Not the dailies.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Yeah, I had the dailies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got them. Okay, 1340 to 1380, right?
Correct.
Okay, let me pull this up. 1 second.
Just faster with the scanner.
No, for sure, man. I know. You know what happens is that it's wicked because I'm so used to this Bloomberg too. I need the Bloomberg because I need my volumes that are inside that on the Bloomberg. So,
And the other thing, just keep in mind, is that they say 130, but they're all dailies, right? They're just reset at a different time, essentially.
Right. One of
Yes.
them starts at 6, and it's a little wider.
yeah.
And then one of them starts at 8 and goes to end of day. So you have 2 sets, which gives you, 8 contracts.
Right. So right now, this is what you have. If you're watching my screen, folks, if you're watching Tiger TV, what you're going to see is this: is that you came off the highs. Okay. In the last 40 minutes is what we did. We were at 1344. You got down to 1337. The sell is at 1340, kind of 30, right where we are right now. And what you'd be looking for is this: the first leg down, we had 4,700 contracts. Right now, you're 5 minutes into it, and you're going in with 1,900. So we'll just wait a few more minutes, because it doesn't look to me that the volume's going to be there. 1340. So yeah, it's worth it. You sell. So that's at 1342. So you'd be risking. 1 second, no. Hold it, no. The 1340 to the 1380?
1300 to 1340.
Thank you, yeah, right, okay. I got it, okay, cool.
Unless
right.
you're trying to collect some premium.
No. I'm thinking it's going down, even though I'm a bull, And as one of the Tigers say, oh, that's a good trade. Yeah, that's the trade, man. So you're at. So the thing to remember here is this: if you do this trade, folks, anything over the 1340, you're going to lose all your money. Okay. The difference is inside the correlation is that you sell it at the 1337.10, you're risking $29, and I don't expect it to go down to the 1300 area. Also, let me pull this back a little.
So now what is our target? I guess
exactly. That's what I'm pulling up right now. So the target on this is that it would. I can see it giving up $10 pretty easy. And the target would be, the first target is 1336. The target, that's not bad. It's 1332. 1332 is the number. That would have been from last night at 11 o'clock.
All right.
You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Be right back, folks.
Today, many commodities are trading at relative lows. And now you can take advantage with Everbank's new limited-time, 5-year, market-safe currency comeback CD. This indexed and U.S. dollar-denominated CD offers 100% principal protection and is based on the equally rated performance of currencies of Australia, Canada, Chile, Mexico, and South Africa. These 5 countries are especially rich in commodities, and their respective currencies are poised to do well should commodity prices begin to recover. Keep in mind that no APY, or periodic rate of interest, is paid on the CD. Don't miss out on this innovative new financial opportunity. CDs must be opened and funded by the upcoming July 14th deadline. To apply online and learn more about the CD, including product terms and disclosures, visit everbank.com/TFNN now. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate your growling and prowling with us out here. Yeah, and let's go over, Darrell was just mentioning, okay, I need a picture. I know I had a picture of your scanner up here, Darrell. And you can, let me see, I got it. 1 second, hold on. I got so many screens up here. There we go. So, folks, if you've never test drove the screener, come on over to our website at TFNN. You're going to be able to test drive the screener 30 days absolutely free. And what you want to do is make sure that you have at least a test account at the Nadex exchange, folks, which is free. Okay, so you can see just how vibrant this exchange, this scanner is. And so can you just walk us through what this can do, Darrell?
Yeah, basically what I'm doing is I went in and, I know how you like to trade, especially you like to focus on the lower risk ones that you can sort of set out there and maybe set a take profit on, but not really worry about stops or anything on them. And so I looked for, low risk, high reward, which is really visually easy to see on the left side with the red and green.
Yeah.
And then I found 2 of them that really matched the category that were closer to the price.
Okay.
One of them expired at 12.
Yeah.
And another one, actually one expired at 11, one expired at 12, one expired at 130. The one that expired at 11 had $11 risk. The one that expired at 12 had $20 risk. The one that expired at 130 had like $24 risk. Okay?
Yep.
They all had the exact same ceiling, and we're going short. So that ceiling being at the same place basically means that we're our risk caps. It can go above that, but we're not stopped out, and we have time for it to come back.
That's really cool, man. Interesting.
And then I'm able to see, the longer the expiration is, the more profit there is in it. And so I was like, well, I can have a $10 risk for 30 minutes, but if I'm wrong, then it's all gone in 30 minutes. Right?
Exactly.
It flies up. Or I can have a $20 risk and have an hour and a half, or I can have a $24 risk and have nearly 3 hours really from when we got in.
Right.
So 3 hours for it to come back down and hit that take profit. And then once you get in, you just set your take profit and you're done for the day. There's really nothing else to do because you'll just drive yourself crazy watching every tick of it. And just let it do its thing. I mean, you know what your risk is. You accept that going in. You could risk $24. You could risk $2,400. Just how many other contracts you want to do. And but we still have the potential to make, well over 350, $70 right now on this contract, and on a very small $20 risk. So great risk reward and maximum time available. Basically trades to the end of the pit whenever the gold pit closes.
Yep.
And this makes it real easy. I don't have to flip between 20 different places on the Nadex platform.
No,
and
it's
this
huge.
is all feeding live in, and I actually have risk reward graphs up top. You can see the risk reward is about the same, but the reward is huge on this bigger contract right here. So
Yeah.
the one that expires at a later time, because the longer there is, the wider the contract is.
Sure. And what you did a lot of work on this, man. This is really awesome, man. I like the color coordination on the risk reward ratio too, man. That's pretty intense.
It makes it where you don't have to read as much. It lets your eyes.
Well, the visual, Tom and I talk about the visual thing quite a bit, man. I mean, this is a visual business, man. It's,
We're visible creatures, right?
Yeah.
Well, your mind can comprehend an image a lot faster
we are.
than
I
you
mean,
comprehend
for sure.
text and numbers. So when you want to get into the nitty gritty, you can look at it and focus, and you'll see the numbers. But if you're scanning up and down, you're like, well, I know I don't want that one because it has a lot of red and a little bit of green. So I don't have to even pay attention to it or spend any time calculating anything in my head. I just look up and oh, I like that risk reward. Is there anything like that? Oh, there's another one like that. I'll take that one.
And then on top of that, folks, okay, inside of this, he has the deviation levels, and those are really cool because when things blow out either topside or downtown, talk to us a little bit about how those work, because this is crucial whether you're getting in, taking profits on both sides of the trade.
Basically, the deviation levels are extracted from the implied volatility in the market.
Yes.
And which is the expected movement in an option price. So sort of like, why does insurance cost more for a 17-year-old than for a 45-year-old? Because there's a lot more expected movement on the road with a 17-year-old.
Yeah, right.
And so we do the same thing. We pull out that expected movement out of the option pricing, and we convert that into what that means as far how far the market will move that day.
Okay.
And so you can see right here, I got gold up.
Yeah.
And the one deviation is this one that has all the pricing around it.
Right.
And notice how the market, it moved up early, but it moved right up to that price, and it just stuck right there for a long time before it finally broke through a little bit and almost made up to 1.5 deviations, and it retreated right back to the one deviation.
Okay.
And most of the time, markets will stick right around that one deviation, but every deviation level, you'll see the market oscillate. You can even see over here at 0.5, how it went up to 0.7, down to 0.5, up to 0.7, down to 0.5, and then it broke up to 0.1, stayed on 0.1 for a long time, and then went up to 1.5. So it gives you an objective idea of where the market could head next. If it's going up, it could go here before it oscillates, go down here before it oscillates, versus having this. Without this, you have no perspective. It's just, you just feel like it's going to go to the moon. And this helps you go, the moon is like 3 deviations. Rarely do we ever see past 3 deviations because it changes. It's not a 3 standard deviation model based on historical movement. It's a 3 deviation model based on expected movement, meaning all the traders with their money where their mouth is. And even on bonds, like we showed earlier in the show, it went up to 3 deviations and then it pulled right back down. And that was a big move in the bond market. But it literally went to that's 97% of all expected, or 99.7% of all expected movement for the day. So
yeah, it went too far. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, yeah.
And so, to expect it to go further is very unlikely. Like I have a 0.3% chance it's going to keep going up, which means I have a lot higher chance that it's going to go back down if it gets that far.
That's so cool, man. It really, the oscillation deal is pretty cool, man, because I've always tried to figure out, it's really wild how at certain points in the market just keeps oscillating. And like, if any of us knew like which way it was going to go when it's oscillating, it'd be heaven, right? You know what I mean?
Well, and one of the things I do is I'll take some profit on the oscillation. I'll usually form a little band. I'll let it break out of that.
Yeah.
Before I hop back in. And also, it's a great place if you're a scalper and you like to go in for 1 or 2 points.
Yeah. It's
the perfect place to scalp at. As soon as you see that first little oscillation where it like just starts hesitating right there.
Okay.
You got some oscillation. You can go in and you can do this. You got to figure out, what, depending on what instruments you're at. But it's pretty easy. You'll start saying, hey, I can go and I can scout for a few points, and I wait for it to turn around a little bit. Then I go again, and we'll turn around and go a little bit, and just keep a tight stop.
And with Darrell saying it, this is what's cool, folks. It wouldn't at an oscillation. Doesn't matter whether you're a bull or a bear. you're getting 2 points on each side, so you can do it on both sides, which is cool. That's really neat, man. Okay, yeah.
Grab $100 up, $100 down.
Yeah,
$100
right.
Up, $100 down. I mean, you make $500, over 1 or 2 hour period.
Yeah.
And where should that oscillation occur? It should be at the deviations, because this is all like, it's unique that I've come up with this and charted it and everything, but I mean, it's built into HFT programs and algorithms. What are implied volatility, expected movement levels, and it's even how risk management models are made at brokers.
Sure.
So they base them on a 2 deviation move, and so they want at least that much money up to cover a 2 deviation move. Like if you're going to go in and sell a naked put or something like that.
Okay.
And that's how they determine margin. So it really helps you have a objective perspective, and because you're drawing your lines, and you may see it's going to go way up here at the next level, but how far does the market expect it to move today? And that's what deviation levels help you with.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself, we're going to be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 64. You get the Nasdaq up 31. S&Ps are up 950. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And as we kicked off the program, we were looking at the bonds. If we go over to those bonds right now, you're going to see, you talk about volatility and movement. Well, it's got it all, folks. So, Tommy, Darrell, when I first gave you the update, right, on the 10-year, when we started the program, the 10-year was at 133.15. Now it's at 133.01, only up 2 ticks.
Wild.
And it really is wild, man. This is like, that is amazing, okay? If we go to the 30-year, when you take a look at this, but this is a it's a classic test of a high on light volume. Well, the high that was tested had amazing volume. So the 30-year, right? When I gave you the update when we started the program, this is sick. The 30-year was at 174.21, and we're at 173.11. Oh, wow. Man, I'm telling you, yeah.
Lots of activity in the bonds.
That's amazing. It really is. When you look at the chart, so what you're going to have now is this: is that you're going to have both those instruments. They were testing the high of last Friday, which was a monster, and it's going to be a failure. And all what that means, folks, okay, is that when you do price and volume, nothing can go up on volume forever, and nothing can go down on volume forever, okay? So when you do the test, when you do this for a good period of time, you kind of get used to, like, big volume days. They're going to get tested. Most of the time, they never make it. A large day like this, that's like a third deviation, okay, that, you're not going to make it price and volume. What you look for next is that, not the failure today, you look for how does it come off that failure. And if it comes off the failure with heavy volume, then it's like, okay, that's a big heads up, that you could be going a lot lower. If it comes off with light volume, then it's like, that's just going to build cause. Because see, what's going to happen here in the bond market is that the 30-year started at 165 on Friday, last Friday, went to 173. Now, it's going to be very hard to break down 165 because of the same volume characteristic. If we go to the 10-year, we look at the 10-year, you're going to see the same type of setup. And what's going to be cool here, folks, is that, because the volatility in all these world markets have to do with currencies, it has to do with free money, as Tommy and I have been talking about for quite a long time now, right? So isn't this cool, Tom?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, okay, then the market will get worried, like, oh, no more free money? What are we going to do?
Oh, big time. Yeah, nobody knows what anybody's going to do when that spigot gets turned off.
Oh, man, we're all going to be bumming out.
That's what, and then what happens when everybody's bumming out, right?
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
No, that's that's, we laugh, but that's basically the truth. Everyone's going to be bumming out because...
The currency market and the bond market is so much larger than the equity market, and it moves it, folks, okay? So I'm laughing. You know what I was laughing about, Tom and Darrell? I was laughing about that I was saying that we'll bum out. I was really never in the camp that all this free money is good. You know what I mean? And now what really does happen, though, is like, well, if they go up, and they decide to wreck everything, it's like, oh, really? I mean wreck everything. that people, I don't mind them going up, but if they go up too fast, people are not going to know what to do. And it could really destroy economies and destroy a lot of people's lives very quickly. Do you know what I mean?
Well, because they've let it be there for so long.
They have.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right. And the problem would be that, like, your generation have never seen higher rates. And
we'd be in sticker shock across the board.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw, what was it?
What do you mean, 8%?
So I saw rooms to go, whatever I think it was, some furniture ad, right?
Yeah.
Advertising 8 years interest-free. And I'm like, are people seriously, like, buying new furniture and, like, setting up payment plans for 8 years? Even at, 0%, it kind of makes sense, right? I mean, why not if there's zero interest? But you can see how, like, that doesn't make sense in a common sense perspective.
No,
that
it doesn't.
You're paying out in an 8th year. I mean,
For
some people don't have that furniture left.
What are you, crazy? You don't need any furniture, folks. Sit on the floor. It feels good.
Well, okay. I guess we can just go there. But
No. Oh man, I'm telling you.
That's 0%.
I mean, come on.
0%
That's not how you
right
save
there.
money. I don't know. That just doesn't, and that's a product of what's happened. So yeah, people would be in shock if
Yeah,
they had
your
to pay for
couch
everything.
is done by then. Yeah.
Yeah, it just was. I was laughing. I was like, 8 years interest free for a furniture. It was for a mattress too, I think, or something. Maybe a Tempur-Pedic, or
Yeah.
And you have them for 8 years. I think maybe that's what it was. A rooms to go, a mattress. Still, 8-year payment plans. You can see how everyone's basically loading up on debt if you're buying furniture and paying for it 8 years out.
That's heavy, man.
Wow.
It is.
Yeah, that's heavy. There's no doubt.
You just got to make it real, man.
Oh man, I'm telling you. I like sitting on the floor.
I imagine you have some nice furniture in your house.
I do.
But you sit on the floor and you look at it, so it
He
stays.
does
It
sit
lasts
on
for
the
8
floor, though. He does. I'm giving him.
Well,
he
that's
likes
how
putting
that's how his furniture lasts 8 years, man.
There you go. Exactly.
You don't use it, then in 8 years you can get on it and it's paid off and you can enjoy it.
No, but imagine, joking, right? So that's funny. But imagine, if that's the only way that they're selling those mattresses right now, right? Because nobody
Yes.
can afford a $2,000 mattress.
Yeah.
Then what happens when rates go? It's just it's a serious deal that could reverberate. Who
Yeah.
knows? Well, but if nobody can afford $2,000 mattresses without 8-year payment plans, if interest
That's a
rears its
problem.
head,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be, and I say that as like such an extreme, but you have auto loans, you have housing loans, those are the obvious ones. But then you have like all this other stuff. I mean, debt is so free, and every company is trying to, they'll sell you any product and give you, as long as you're going to pay for it over X amount of years right now. And that's not how everything usually works.
No doubt.
Mattress financial crisis.
It's got to be. I can't imagine sitting
Artificially
around that room,
inflated
though,
market.
and being like, you know what? Let's just start doing 8-year interest-free loans. And like, that's brilliant. Done. Do it. Why not?
It actually is. I know.
Yeah.
I know, man. So,
Yeah.
hey, let's go over and take a look at this gold market. So,
And what's the collection rate going to be like on that? I mean,
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah. That's what,
You can come have
especially
the
if all hell
mattress.
breaks loose.
yeah, exactly.
Come
have
collect
the
my
come
mattress.
have the
I don't want it
mattress-
anymore.
Come have the mattress with cooties on it, right? Oh my God, give me a break. Oh. Okay, so we can back over to this gold market for a second. Sorry, folks.
You can see
thoughts
the
on that?
weekend has almost begun, right? It's
what?
almost. I said you can see the weekend's
It
almost begun.
has. It's listen. It started. No doubt, man.
We're ready for it.
This show is entertainment. Where it is, so for sure. We're
There's
good.
no doubt, folks. We're at the beach right now. It's July 4th. It's a beautiful thing. We're in the United States of America. How good is it that? No
Gotta
doubt.
love it.
Get to light some gunpowder. Let's go.
Yeah, no doubt.
Some fireworks already. Last night they were starting in my neighborhood.
Were they?
Oh, I know. I heard him last night going to bed. I'm like, really, guys?
That's awesome.
Thursday night. It makes sense, right? The weekend really begins on Thursday night for a lot of people. So Thursday night they were breaking them open.
Yeah.
Hey, in Florida, man, I'm sure maybe in Texas, I'm sure there's fireworks places, tents on every single corner. It seems like in Tampa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. As soon as you get outside of Fort Worth, which, I mean, there's 1,000 little cities outside of it, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, and myself, we're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You get the Dow Industrials right now. We're up 58. NASDAQ 33. S&P's 9.5. We're going to be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of The Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 61. You get the Nasdaq up 35. S&Ps are up 9.5. Of course, what you have out here, we have the long weekend coming up, and bottom line is that you had the volatility in bonds thus far, and don't be too surprised if you don't see a little bit more in that metal market, folks. The dollar's coming back. That just went up 200 ticks from the low, so this game of volatility is not over just yet. You know, we just went from 95.50 to 95.83 in the dollar. So it's interesting too is that the volatility today hasn't really been in the E-minis. You know what I mean? So it's let's see.
Yeah, they've been a little flatter today.
Yeah, they're flat. They've been flat, but guess what? That bond market is rocking. The dollar is rocking right now, and we'll see, in the next couple hours. I don't think there's going to be too much more action, after like 12:30 or something. Do you know what I mean? So.
Right, going to Friday into a holiday and everything else.
Yeah, and don't forget, folks, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. He's coming up next to Growl and Prowl. Then we're going to TD Ameritrade swim lessons from 12 to 1. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. And, of course, if you are hitting the road, just be safe out there in a big way. Hey, you see that Tesla deal?
One of my friends posted it in one of our group chats after hours. I pulled up their stock price immediately just out of curiosity. I think it was down like 2.5%, 3%. I'm not sure what it's doing today. But yeah, talk about navigating. I mean, that's one of those things. Technology is going to come into the world. We're going to start dealing. Your car has some of the best features for assisted driving. But guess what, man? I mean, unfortunately, somebody passed away. Somebody died in an accident where it was engaged. And there's, they're going to have to figure out how does that play out, right? I mean,
and
people are hurt, they're angry, I'm sure, and it's
I think one of the mistakes Tesla made is calling it autopilot, because what happens, folks, is that
if that's what it's called, I would agree.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, that's what they're saying.
I mean, that might, but that's. I mean, that could be. I don't know. Maybe
it's a driver-assisted package, and
I would hesitate before. That could be the headline coming from all the news that the autopilot, it's
Yeah.
the first, and it's not too misleading, as in we all know. And on Tesla, I think it really is much more. I mean, there are videos on YouTube. Again, unfortunately, I'm sure the people at Tesla and Elon Musk cringe when they see them, of people like jumping in the back seat, and filming themselves and jumping back in the front. I don't think that that's anything that happened on this one, but I'm sure we'll find out, and I'm sure they'll dig into it, and I'm sure, regulations could come quickly. Who knows, right? We don't know. It'll depend.
There's videos on YouTube of people just jumping in the back and letting the wheel go.
There are, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, in like a pretty casual manner, which makes them even more ridiculous.
That's crazy.
It is. It is.
Well,
But
they should add in some sort of feature where if you don't have weight in the seat, it shuts off, and if you don't have your
That's
hands
what-
on
unfortunately,
the wheel
guess
with
what?
your heartbeat to make sure you're alive, it stays on.
I agree, and that's what they're probably going to look at, and what's going to happen though, right? Is that going to be a forced regulation? That's which it may be, because guess what? If they decide that it probably should have had it and it didn't, and why didn't Tesla put it in? But we'll see. I think they also said they've driven so many millions of miles.
Yeah.
There are going to be so many automated cars on the road, and unfortunately, until it's foolproof, there are too many accidents. And so everyone be safe this weekend.
Big time. Thanks, pal. Have a great
Thanks,
one.
man.
Have a safe
Thanks,
one.
guys.
Thanks, Darrell. Have a
Y'all have a
great
good one.
4th, man. Folks,
You
have a
too.
great 4th. Have a safe 4th. No drinking and driving. You will get whatever you want. Stay right there. I'm in Basil Chapman's coming right up, folks. Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.